playtest isn't the only time Black Mirror has talked about video games, but it is certainly one of the best. Starring Wyatt Russell, this episode follows American traveler Cooper as he finds himself in need of a little money while in England. Signing up for a playtest of a new augmented and virtual reality game, he is drawn into a terrifying night at a haunted mansion. Exploring how reality can affect our subconscious and the nature of horror, this episode is a slow burn. Russell gives a standout performance, and the ending is certified to leave a brick of ice in your stomach. Hated in the Nation is one of the longest episodes of Black Mirror ever made, and certainly one of its most impressive. The final episode of Season 3, it caps off the inaugural Netflix season with some flexing of the show's new higher budget. Hated in the Nation tells the story of a deadly hashtag. Everyone is voting on who they want to die next, and thanks to some nasty little robots, they are getting their wish. Popularity and the whims of the mob made manifest are a popular topic for the series. Other episodes like the gut-wrenching White Bear or even the much derided Shut Up and Dance all deal with the idea of some unknown force exacting revenge. However, Hated in the Nation takes it to its logical extreme, with people meeting their end for being rude or antisocial. The ending is also fairly devastating, but I wouldn't expect any less from Black Mirror. Back to Black Mirror's early days as a BBC exclusive. The show's second season started off with a heavy hitter in the form of Be Right Back. Starring Domhnall Gleeson and Hayley Atwell, this is a tale of loss, grief, and our social media footprint. Atwell stars as a recently married wife who finds herself in a deep pit of despair after her husband's sudden and tragic death. However, a new service offers her an opportunity at a second chance. Her husband's social media presence has been digitized and uploaded to a robotic avatar. It seems like him at first, however the facade cracks as he quickly becomes a constant reminder of what she's lost. Gleeson and Atwell give amazing performances. The episode also proves that Black Mirror doesn't always need a huge budget to deliver a compelling story. If the very first episode of the series left a bad taste in your mouth, then look no further than the second episode. 15 Million Merits is the story of capitalism taken to its extreme. In a perpetually indoor world, everything costs merits. Food, toothpaste, even skipping commercials. One man has the privilege of doing so thanks to a large inheritance. However, when he uses that money to give his best friend a chance at a new life, it all backfires. Featuring a stunning early performance from Daniel Kaluuya, 15 Million Merits was the show's first big swing at a sci-fi allegory. It also stands as both a brutal takedown of late-stage capitalism and an absurdist nightmare that seems more true every day. The Christmas special is a hallowed tradition, and Black Mirror got in on that seasonal action with White Christmas. A sort of anthology within an anthology, the episode follows John Hamm's AI programmer as he weaves some tales about his life while locked in a desolate snowy cabin with another man. Over the course of the episode, we learn about his day job, where he horribly tortures AI copies of housewives until they agree to spend eternity controlling the AC. We also learn about some trouble he's found himself in due to a sleazy bit of voyeurism. However, are all these stories just ways to pass the time, or do they hide a more sinister purpose? The episode features a brutal ending that has left fans debating for years, and today stands as Black Mirror's only seasonal themed offering. First dates can be awkward, especially if some all-knowing AI tells you ahead of time when you'll break up. That's the premise behind Hang the DJ, the fourth season episode of the series. Following two 20-somethings who are matched by a dating app and meet, they soon realize that the app isn't entirely flawless, and they embark on a mission to prove it wrong. Season 4 wasn't the series' strongest, but Hang the DJ is easily the highlight. Black Mirror isn't always about dire warnings and dark futures. Sometimes it's about love. San Junipero is the story of second chances, the dangers of nostalgia, and love after death. In a seemingly idyllic seaside town in what looks like the 1980s, two women find each other in a crowded bar. What follows is a whirlwind romance between the two, one that eventually leads to the truth about both of them and the world they inhabit. Offering a respite from the bleakness of the rest of the series, San Junipero is a touching tale of romance, truth, and the meaning of love. It also features one of the series' rare happy endings, with the perfect use of Belinda Carlisle's Heaven is a Place on Earth. When you only have 3 episodes in your first season, you better end with a highlight. The entire history of You is the gut-wrenching tale of the end of a marriage, and the dangers of knowing everything. The episode also features the first use of what will be a common plot device throughout the series, the ocular implanted AR systems later called ZI. In this episode, we meet a married couple who have the implants installed. It allows them to scroll through their past recorded memories. Throughout the episode, we see people use this ability to recall people's names or family details. However, as we find out, they can also be used to uncover your wife's possible infidelity. The episode raises questions about our need to know and what that can end up costing us. Sometimes it's best to leave the past in the past. Starring Bryce Dallas-Howard, this is the story of social currency and a downfall so epic, it's liberating. Set in a future where a social rating app has taken hold, your rating defines your social class. If you're too low, you can't get a nicer home or a better job. Everything is rateable, and as a result, everyone is fake. Howard plays one such woman who is obsessed with maintaining her perfect rating. However, an invitation to the wedding of the year causes her to overstress and begin a downslide that quickly sees her bearing the brunt of society's judgment. Oddly, the episode is a rather happy ending, with Howard's character losing everything and finding the freedom in that. Plus, it features an epic, profanity-laden tirade that I can't show a second of on YouTube. And for the top spot, we get a Star Trek parody that is both a brutal takedown of obsessive fandom and a triumphant space adventure worthy of the series it's parodying. USS Callister is the story of a programming and gaming prodigy played by Jesse Plemons. The designer is a key figure in a massive game company, but he is also picked on and talked down to in real life. After work, however, he retreats into a virtual world he constructed based on his favorite 60s TV show. However, he's not the hero. He just plays one. He made sentient VR copies of his coworkers, and he forces them to play their roles in his fantasies. If they don't comply, well, Plemons is amazing as the villainous programmer who takes out his internalized pain on his digital replicas. He acts like a mean kid breaking his toys, and it makes his eventual comeuppance all the sweeter. USS Callister is the best episode of the series for a lot of reasons, but the biggest of which is its rousing and exciting ending.